So like when people actually ask me something, I get to immediately respond back to them and they get to hear it. So yeah. But other than that, hello Incarnate, and I hope you enjoyed it. Fierco or Fierso. Just missed the game. I'm sorry, man. It's the first game. No worries. Somebody asked me, am I Mexican? The answer is no, but I did just get out of bed. Like, I'm talking seconds ago is when I woke up. And because of that, my voice is a little off. It's still in sleepy mode. So I'm just going to have to do my best to sound incredibly happy. But we've got a couple of some new guys in here. So is that Gladiator? Welcome. Of course, Fierco, welcome back. Expect War. StarCraft 444. XGG. X Scenic. Listen, I am too just barely awake to pronounce your name, but it has acid at the end of it. And welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to the stream, and we're gonna get into it. So, also, let me know what you think about the casting. Would love some feedback. Thanks. You're clever in the game, StarCraft 444. Cool. Gotcha. Let me go and introduce our players. Actually, before I do that, let me turn off my... Let me get everything on game mode instead of casting mode here. I'm going to put that to selected. There we go. That's a much more interesting viewing experience here. Jeff34, thank you, sir. Metzler, I'm sorry, here we go. In the top left, playing as the Black Zerg. Of course, he is a Master League player. He's a regular here on the stream. A mod of the channel, even, because he's around so often. His name is Ace. He's 9-6 right now in OBS games, and we'll see what he's got for this game. In the bottom right, playing as the Blue Terran player. I believe he's also I feel like I've passed him before, but 38-1 right now in the OBS games. Of course, also a Master League player. So in theory, this should be an even game, but his statistics are going to favor Xenos by quite a large margin here. 97% win ratio. Man, that is crazy. So Xenos is here, and we're going to see what he's got. It does look like he's starting with a proxy Reaper play here, and we'll see what Ace has against this. Getting a little bit of frame rate drops. I think it's probably just because we're just so new into this game here. So Ace going to be doing what he can here to keep all of these drones alive. You can see him microing the ones over that are getting shot so that he's not losing. And he's actually trying to pull this Reaper into the supply line, because you can actually surround a Reaper with probes and just get a kill. But so far, great control from Ace. So far, I know I'm repeating myself there. Like I said, first game of the night. I'm sorry, guys, but trying to get these Lings in position here to surround this Reaper. Reapers have to be babysat the entire time, or they will just die. But a second Reaper is now here, and so far so good. Command Center is coming up. Let's go ahead. I'm just kind of interested. Let's take a look at the APM here. You can see pretty high from both of our players, but Ace actually a little bit lower than I thought we'd see from our Reaper player. But man, he is using that APM well. You can see he's not floating minerals or anything like that. Queen out now. I believe the Queen can fight Reapers, but like I said, he's trying to get the Reaper within range so that he can actually surround him, and so far he has not been able to do the Aces anyways. Now, only seeing one barracks. It's not like a double racks or anything. Two more barracks going to be coming up here at home. And now the Reapers are going to go ahead and leave the base. I think he knows that their time is short, that speed is on the way, and really he's done what he wanted to do, which was he does not really want to win the game right now. He wanted to force out arming. He wanted to force out anything essentially that wasn't drones and macro from Ace. He also forced speed early, so very nice play from Xenos, and he didn't actually lose anything. He's going to actually be able to keep his map presence strong on the map here. A couple more frame rate drops there. I don't think it's me. Hopefully, we're not going to be running into too much lag. Uprise Zeus, welcome, man. Dr. Nubit, hello. Welcome to the stream. And now, these Reapers need to be careful. They're about to be surrounded as speed just now finished, and now their time is short, trying to get somewhere to keep this Reaper alive, but just barely going to get over there to that ramp, and then he's going to try to jump a little bit back and forth there and stay alive for as long as possible. I think we're just going to see a counterattack. Yes, we are, with these lings here. And this is a good play because he was forced to make these lings anyway. They came out a lot earlier than intended to in the first place. And now it's going to be good because he's going to be able to use them aggressively. And look at this. There's no defense actually here yet for Xenos. All he had on the ground was Reapers. Now this Reaper is coming back to defend for as long as possible. I think he'll be okay. Yes, he does have one SCV at each of these supply depots, so the lings will not be able to knock them down. But man, that is probably a little intense moment there for Xenos, trying to figure out, oh my gosh, where are all of my things that shoot? I feel like I had more than none of them. But Ace, now these lings pretty much all regenerating their health back to full. Of course, they only have 35 HP, so it doesn't take too long. And now Ace going to just be macroing up. You can see he's getting a third gas now, working on Layer Tech now. Layer Tech on the way here. Stim on the way for Xenos, going for a very barracks-heavy build here, so he's definitely going to be seeing Bio. It's going to be the majority of the composition that we're going to be seeing coming out from Xenos. Orbital Command just now landing, so that natural. Gonna go ahead and start up. If we take a look at the income, it's 1020 over 19 or over 860 now. And I think we're going to be seeing Xenos being a little bit further ahead here. If we take a look at the army supply, Ace just now barely managing to get ahead in the army supply, but a lot of those guys are in production and it's still transferring over. But we should see the income evening out here. Of course, Mule's going to keep Xenos on top for just a little bit longer. Xenos going to be making some Marines here, so like I said, he is transitioning into Bio. We're seeing the starport coming out. And honestly, it looks like he's gearing up for just kind of the standard push that you would do against the majority of players. But Widow Mine, ooh, going to be taking out quite a few of the lings that went to attack there. Nice little defensive play to grab that Widow Mine, and that managed to kill almost all the lings that were actually attacking there. I love this play by Ace, going to be using just a single ling to block the third for as long as possible. And also doing some nice plays over here at the fourth, just to make sure that nothing crazy is happening. But of course, this Marine is going to be trying to make sure that nothing else fishy is happening here either. But there we go, a second ling going to be pulled down, but 3 Marines being pulled to kill these lings, and now they're all going to die. And Xenos continuing. Let's see what kind of tech he's going for here. It looks like just basic. He's getting up a third. He's working on some medevacs. No more Widow Mines in production. It looks like mainly just Bio now. And if we take a look at what Ace is up to, we do see the Spire tech, so possibly going to be seeing some Muta Harass here. And I don't know, I'm not sure just how strong that's going to be. Did we have a Baneling Nest with this? I know I've seen Ace do a Muta Baneling play, I think last night, was pretty strong against the Terran player. We'll see if he opts to do something similar like that, or if he's going to do it for just straight Muta Harass. And I feel like that could be very strong as well, but Xenos, with his Marine heavy composition, should be able to hold it off, but we don't see any turrets or anything, and now these medevacs are going to fly out and attempt to do some damage. It's going to be a double drop with just Marines, no Widow Mines or anything like that. Reaper also continuing to be a little bit annoying, but there we go, that Reaper finally going to be taken out. Now, he needs to be careful with these medevacs. He cannot fly them by the watchtowers because Ace actually has every single watchtower right now. Just the amount of lings that he's built has really given him a lot of map vision, but no Overlord or anything in position to actually spot this drop. So it very well may go unscouted by Ace. He's got 1 Spine Crawler here, no Spine Crawlers in the main, and nothing to protect the third either. So honestly, he may lose this third to this drop if that's where he decides to engage at. But Ace going to be moving forward here with lings. He needs to be careful though, once again, if he does anything like he did last time where he runs forward. Actually, there we go, the drop's going to be happening at the third. Will force the cancel, which is really a pain there because he just finished, or almost finished that, and now all of these lings are going to be pulled back home to defend. And interestingly enough, the drop is just going to be going home here. I think he spotted the Mutas. Did he? No, he did not. The Muta's now coming out. He's trying to get these guys healed, but ooh, he does not need to engage this army of Marines, not all on the ground anyways. I feel like that would not be a winning battle. You can see just how many, or excuse me, how much damage those Mutas take to those Marines when they get stemmed up. But oh, that might have been a mistake. He's going to load up, and he may lose a medevac trying to do the best to micro there. The booster making these guys very, very fast, but really, I feel like the load up there was just, it was just unluckily timed, man. It was just right when Ace decided to move back in is when he decided to load up, because he didn't really plan on being aggressive. I think he just wanted to go home, but now the lings on the ground going to be able to kill the last remaining guys of that drop, but the rest of the army from Xenos is now marching across the map. And honestly, there's not a whole lot that Ace has to really hold this off. I mean, mainly just Ling Muta, which, ooh, is not the best here. I was a little bit worried that he was going to leave those Mutas to all get taken out. No Banelings in sight. 30 more Lings on the way, though. That should be enough. But I think, once again, this will be forced to cancel. Look at that. Widowmine's going to be burrowing here. So definitely going to force the cancel on this base. You can see it's selected. He was holding his finger over the trigger. He really didn't want to cancel that, but he had to. Atlas 24/7, welcome to the stream, man. And there's another scan there. Baneling's now completed. I think Banelings are really the key to this defense, but he's going to go straight over here and make sure there's not a fourth, which of course there is. And look at this. He's going to try to get these rocks down before he comes out. Oh, won't the rocks kill any units underneath them? Yeah, you can see a couple of those units did get killed there by the rocks smushing them. That would have been awesome to see the majority of the army getting killed by rocks. I think I probably would have just squealed with happiness. But now this army's been split in two, and I don't really know who this is going to favor, because now Xenos has gotten back into a pretty good spot here, and he's actually isolated from Ace's army, and now he can lift up and try to attack everybody. He needs to be careful if these mutas go back in. The mutas know that he's actually been put back into the medevacs because of the assimilator there, and now he's going to be right into the main. And as these units unload, the Baneling's coming back in, and I think the mutas will be able to clean this up, but he will lose a few mutas here to the Marines, and now I think he's going to try to snipe the medevacs. A good play, and we can see that Ace was able to hold, but at the same time, a Ling counterattack. Oh my goodness, I missed this completely, but Ace with a great play counterattack. Let's take a look at the workers killed. Ace 7-3, so not a large game for workers killed so far. But the command center burns, Kind pointing it out. The command center is the one that's doing all the burning, and now the mutas coming back in after killing all of those medevacs. These Marines will be taken out, but he needs to be careful. These Widowmines could potentially snipe a couple of mutas here. Ooh, good snipes on the Widowmines, though, and now he's going to retreat. The mules, he landed the mules, but you need to repair the orbital command. We'll keep it selected. There he goes. He is going to repair it. More Lings coming across. Ace just doing such a good job to counterattack and to be all over the map here. Xenos, well, he had a great timing push. He was finally taken out by those Banelings, and now Ace is just all over him right now. And Xenos just cannot catch a break. Baneling's going to come in and continue to do more damage. Ling's coming across. And like I said, this is something that I saw Ace do the other night, where he did a Muta-Ling Baneling push and just continued to put aggression on all over, and it was a great play. A single Marine alive from the last engagement is trying to kill that one base while not give himself away at the same time. And now Ace, I feel like Xenos is about to stabilize here. We're going to go ahead and knock this rock tower down to provide a little bit of defense here. That Marine was taken out. Still a couple of Marines here stopping that. But, I mean, Ace never was able to get on two bases. So Xenos is not out of it yet. You can see the supplies are actually favoring Xenos. But let's take a look at the units lost. This is our first game here. And Xenos has lost a teensy bit more. But it's still very, very even. And so I do feel like the game, if we take a look, let's take a look at some more of these numbers. 73 workers over 50 for Ace. Interesting enough, I guess I would actually give Xenos the favor. There's a word there that the lead. I would give Xenos the lead in this game so far. Genevieve, hello, Box, welcome. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Ace continuing to try to put on pressure with these mutas, but he really cannot take a direct engagement with this army. Not yet. He's going to need more Banelings. That's exactly what he's doing. He's also going to need to keep this army alive, this base alive. He really needs to try to work these rocks down. That's definitely going to need to be a priority of his soon, because as these rocks get worked out, or if a drop comes out, which is exactly what we're going to see, is a drop. But man, that's a lot of mutas. 16 mutas are going to be trying to defend this base, but honestly, there's so many Marines here, I'm not even sure if he's going to be able to keep this base alive. No, he's not. The rocks are not going to come down early enough, and once again, Ace is going to be forced back onto two base. That army is gone, man. The medevacs are going to be scooting and booting those guys right on out of there, and once again, Ace is down a base, and I feel like even though Xenos has lost a little bit more stuff here, and his engagements haven't been quite as cost-effective, he's making more money and has been able to deny Ace bases, and that is such a big deal so far. Now the rocks here have been broken down. Ace will be able to better defend that. He really needs to just double expand, though, because Xenos is on 3 base to Ace's 2 base, and you can see just how much of a difference that's going to make here in the income. 1680 over 1240. Gas income also very strong, and now we're going to see a secondary push here. He needs to split this army, though, because the Banelings are about to come in. There's the splits. Pretty good splits, actually. Great splits, actually. Fantastic splits. Not often do you get to see those in the OBS game, but man, Xenos, those splits were strong. And now Ace, with only mutas to hold this army off, I'm not even sure if he's going to be able to engage. He's just trying to poke and prod and try to find the best angle, but he's continuing to lose more and more mutas every single time he flies over this army. Might be able to snipe a med back there. Nice little victory. He's going to just try to buy some time with this muta army, who continued stims really doing more damage than I feel like they're going to be able to output here. But then, the Widow Mines. He's trying to bait him into the Widow Mines, but Ace is privy to his games. He tried to send one out, but he is wary to go out without an Overseer, and that is a good play, because otherwise he would have lost this whole army. He knows he saw them. There they are. He was curious, and now he has found them. Ace, such a smart player, going to be taking these lings out one at a time. Phantom 1, what is up, man? That third versus Terran on this map is impossible to hold. So probably got a little bit of Zerg experience of your own, I can only assume, man. And it does look very, very difficult because neither of the bases are in very good positions. But Ace needs to be careful about to run into this entire army. There's the stim. We'll probably get the Overseer here. Going to escape with? No, it will not escape. You can see his Gibbs hitting that cliff wall. It's so awesome. And a couple of changelings coming out there, but they are all going to be taken out as well. And now Ace continuing to just try to make more and more banelings. The third has finally been saturated for the first time this game. You can see 180 supplies over 128, but he needs to be careful. Banelings can be very, very strong on this ramp, but I'm not sure if any of them are even going to finish now. He's going to try to engage as soon as these banelings come out, but everything is split. The split's so strong for Xenos right now. He's going to try to use the changelings as a buffer, and here come the banelings. Banelings doing pretty good damage, but I'm not sure if it was enough here. He's going to now move forward with the mutas, but a couple of the, oh no, the Widow Mine's doing almost half damage of every single muta here and killing even more and more lings coming out, though, going to be able to surround this army. I feel like Ace will just barely be able to hold once again. Yes, he will, but you can see the supplies have not been in Ace's favor for the large majority of the game. He's going to try to catch these Widow Mines. The health regeneration of the mutas will keep them relevant, but oh, if he runs into this army, he will lose probably every single one of his mutas, and that is why he's going to turn around immediately here. The mutas, really a great unit so far for Ace, but he just has not been able to really take a direct engagement. Also, it looks like a couple, oh no, and it's going to be another big hit on those mutas. Yes, he only lost one, but the rest of those guys did get shot into the yellow, and a couple of them, like this guy, got put into the red here. He just needs to be careful. A drop going to be coming out here at the third. The Ace has just been completely unable to hold all game long. I think he may even lose it again. Nothing in position to actually defend it. Even though he's got a lot of mutas here, there's just not quite enough. And no, he's going to just wait for the inevitable load up and then try to snipe the medevacs. You can see he's in position to try to snipe them there on their attack path. But it looks like they're not going to go back. I think he knows exactly where those mutas are, and he's just going to stick around, do as much damage. But once again, the Widow Mine's going to be able to do a ton of damage here. And look at that. GG from Ace. He was not able to hold that base, man. And that is going to be the game. Xenos being able to take the win there. Oh, man. That game is crazy. That was an awesome game.